Welcome to Charlotte Local Unplugged, the podcast that explores Charlotte's vibrant local scene for food, music, entertainment, culture, unplugged events, and the many hidden gems in Charlotte. Your host is Sam Collins. Let's dive in.
Hey Charlotte, it's Sam Collins, and you're listening to Charlotte Local Unplugged. Today we're savoring the Queen City and unearthing hidden culinary treasures, spots locals whisper about, chefs test ideas in, and immigrant-owned kitchens keep authentic. Charlotte's food story is bigger than the same 10 lists. It lives in corner cafes, weekend pop-ups, and markets where farmers know your name. I'll give you a seamless weekend plan that links eats with music and nightlife so you can snack, see a show, and keep the night rolling. We'll talk criteria, a 5-stop shortlist, one bakery you need to know, a walkable microcrawl, pre- and post-show pairings, and exactly how to track pop-ups before they sell out. Let's unplug and dig in. Bring an appetite and your notes. Quick word on how I choose spots. I'm looking for 5 things: local sourcing, creativity, value, vibe, and proximity to arts and nightlife. Local sourcing doesn't mean precious. It means seasonal produce, Carolina seafood, or a farmer's name on the board. Creativity is balance, a chef's voice without losing comfort. Value is portion, price, and generosity, whether it's a $4 taco or a $28 plate. Vibe is how the room feels, from counter warmth to playlist. And proximity matters. Can you walk to a gallery opening, hop the light rail to a show, or slide into a cocktail bar afterward? I also weigh consistency, service at the bar, and community footprint, mentoring, composting, or donating leftovers. That matrix built today's list. It's practical, not hype or hypebeast. Driven. Weekend shortlist, 5 must-tries this week. Breakfast grab and go, Rosie's Coffee and Wine Garden at McGill Rose Garden. Quiet leafy patio, order a cortado and the almond croissant or a savory hand pie. Lunch counter, Common Market in South End or Oakwold. Build a stacked deli sandwich, snag Zapp's chips, and people watch. Dinner gem, Leah and Louise at Camp North End. River-based southern flavors, try the oyster stew, dirty grains, and blackened catfish. Dessert stop, Golden Cow Creamery in South End or South Park, rotating small batch flavors and textbook milkshakes. Late night kitchen, Midnight Diner Uptown, crispy fried chicken and waffles, creamy grits, and bottomless coffee after a show. All 5 sit by galleries, venues, or rail stops, so you can string together without burning time in traffic this weekend. Hidden Gems Spotlight, Wentworth and Fenn at Camp North End. It's a cozy pastry studio turning out laminated croissants, seasonal tarts, and showstopper cakes with farmers market fruit. Order the lemon curd cruffin, a savory cheese and herb croissant, and whatever galettes on the counter. Coffee's dialed, pair with a cortado from the neighboring stall. Best times, weekday mornings or early Saturday before the market crowds rush the campus. Lines build after 10 a.m., especially on event days. Pro tip, watch their Instagram for pre-order drops around holidays and for limited flavors. Pre-ordering lets you skip the queue and guarantees your picks. Grab a seat in the breezeway, then wander murals and maker stalls before lunch. Parking is plentiful, but arrive early when big concerts are scheduled at Fillmore. Neighborhood Bite, Noda Mini Crawl. Start with a pre-dinner snack at Oh My Soul, the South African vegan spot. Order biltong spiced cauliflower bites or loaded rooster koek. Main stop, the Goodyear House for hearth-kissed proteins and thoughtful vegetables. Get the marinated shrimp, crispy Brussels, and a cornbread board. Sweet finish, Raining Donuts. Choose cinnamon sugar or the daily special, made to order at the window. Everything's walkable along North Davidson Street. Parking, street meters, and small lots fill quickly on weekends. Pro move, take the Lynx Blue Line to 36th Street Station. Stroll 2 blocks, and you're in the heart. Time it so you can pop into galleries before the evening muse or neighborhood theater. If lines swell, bar seats and patio counters usually turn faster than tables here. Local sound pairings maximize your night. For the Fillmore and the Avid Exchange Music Factory, pre-game at VBGB Beer Hall with a pretzel and brat, or head to Camp North End for Blue Barn Bistro if you want something greener. After the show, Midnight Diner is a quick ride, or swing to Jack Beagle's in Noda for late mac and cheese fries. Catching a set at Neighborhood Theater or the Evening Muse? Grab a quick taco at Cabo Fish Taco before doors, then a slice from Salud after last call. Big amphitheater night at PNC? Tailgate with Viva Chicken Takeout, Peruvian rotisserie travels well, and hydrate. Traffic exits are a marathon, not a sprint. Plan pickup times early and verify venue bag policies before you queue for security tonight. Meet the maker, Enderley Coffee Co., roasting in Enderley Park. Their community-first model sources transparently, pays producers fairly, and trains neighbors into coffee careers. Flavor-wise, expect clean, sweet profiles. Think chocolatey Central Americans and floral East Africans, dialed for drip or espresso. Find bags and pour-overs at their Roastery Cafe on Tuckasegee, at independent cafes around town, and often at the Uptown Farmers Market. They publish pop-up and market dates on Instagram. Set alerts for limited micro-lot drops. Ask for brewing tips. Staff will grind to your method and share water ratios. If you're mapping a day, pair a morning visit with a West Side art stop, then cruise to Freemore West breweries. Sustainability matters. They compost chaff, reuse burlap, and partner with local nonprofits on fundraisers all year. Pop-ups and trucks move fast. Here's how to catch them. Follow vendors directly on Instagram. Enable notifications for weekly menus and location drops. Use Street Food Finder for Charlotte to see real-time schedules and check Camp North End's and Resident Culture's event calendars for rotating lineups. Many trucks sell out. Prime windows are 6 to 8 p.m. on Fridays and noon to 2 on Saturdays. Pro moves. Arrive early, order online if offered, and grab 2 items, 1 to eat, 1 to pocket for later. Bring cash as backup. Some sites have spotty readers. When a pop-up posts a last batch, that really means last batch. Bookmark CL Tours weekly roundups and the Charlotte Regional Farmers Market page for seasonal vendor rosters and festival-style food days across spring, summer, fall. International corridors are Charlotte's secret passport. Head east along Central Avenue in Shamrock or south down South Boulevard for Vietnamese pho, Ethiopian platters, taquerias, panaderias, and Kurdish kebabs. Strategy: go with friends and order family style, 1 noodle soup, 1 grilled, 1 stew, 1 vegetable, plus house beverages. Ask what the kitchen eats after hours. You'll get off-menu gems. Look for regional notes on menus, Hue-style soups, Oaxacan moles, or Yemeni lamb, and follow those. If there's a counter case, point and ask for a sampler plate. Bring cash and patience. Service is often kind but busy. Tip well, learn a few greetings, and commit to returning. Over time, you'll earn extras like bone broths, house pickles, and celebratory dishes shared during festivals and family milestones in Charlotte. Always. Budget versus splurge, Charlotte delivers. Under $20, Lang Van's steaming bowls of pho or clay pots, Viva Chicken's Aji Amarillo bowls, a 3-taco plate along South Boulevard. Happy hour steals, oysters and hush puppies in seafood bars, discounted small plates at South End spots. Check weekday windows, typically 4 to 6. Splurge, Bardo in South End for a chef's counter tasting, precise, intimate, and seasonal, with a seat-by-seat view. Dietary friendly wins. Oh My Soul's fully vegan comfort, Fern and Dilworth for thoughtful vegetarian. Golden Cow often offers sorbet. Many taquerias have gluten-free corn options. Zero proof. Ask for NA Classics, spritzes with verjuice or spirit-free sours at ... or Idlewild. Both bars treat them seriously. Tell bartenders your flavor map, citrus, herbal, bitter, or creamy, and they'll build to suit on request always. Nightlife connections and logistics, the cheat sheet. Cocktail bars that feed you well. The Crunkleton in Elizabeth for classic stir and strain plus a standout burger. ... Speakeasy vibe with charcuterie. Lincoln Street's rooftop drinks and shareables in South End. Vin Master for natural leaning wines and cheese. Reservation hacks. Set Reese notifications. Aim for early birds at 5 or late after 9. And pounce on bar seats, often first come and served by the A-team. Walk-in lists work if you're flexible. Leave your number and stroll. Counter service shines on show nights. Faster, fewer variables. Seasonal tie-ins, South End and Noda Gallery crawls, Charlotte Shout, Taste of Charlotte, and Yasu Greek Festival are prime food discovery moments with vendor maps. Seek eco-minded spots using FreshList, composting, or reduced waste menus. That's our tour. Why Charlotte's scene thrives beyond the usual lists. How I score local sourcing, creativity, value, vibe, and proximity. A weekend shortlist. A bakery worth an early alarm, a Noda mini crawl, pre- and post-show pairings, Enderley Coffee's maker story, how to track trucks and pop-ups, strategies for international corridors, and where to save or splurge, vegan to zero proof. Build your own food map by clustering picks around transit stops and venues. Noda near 36th Street Station, Camp North End for Fillmore nights, South End along the rail trail. I want your gems. DM Charlotte Local Unplugged on Instagram or reply to the newsletter with your late night heroes and neighborhood favorites. I'm Sam Collins. Thanks for savoring the Queen City. Subscribe, share, plan something delicious.
You've been listening to Charlotte Local Unplugged with host Sam Collins. Until next time, plan fast, explore deep, and enjoy Charlotte.